So what you might have wanted.
Okay, we're back. This got Lily.
15 years ago, as you're growing,
TK, Keish,
your wants
Tree.
and your needs might change.
My
So then are you supposed to stay in it and be miserable because you've changed? No. Okay, I'm going to go get me another one that's compatible with who I am and who I've evolved into now that I'm 15 years older than I was when I married my first husband.
That's true.
And then after the second husband, I might have been married to him for 8 years.
But see, you'll be attracted for a different reason even. As you grow your attraction, you will fall out of love, don't even know you done did it when it happens. And people don't realize that. And I've seen people stay in marriage and kill each other because they don't like each other.
I think it's
mentally they're killing each other.
Happy.
Yeah, if you're happy, it's a good thing.
And if you're
happy, very few people that's been married a long time that's happy.
If your happiness takes you 15 to 20 years, and when you're not happy no more, it's time to move on and continue to be happy.
I'm not saying that you have to stay. I'm just saying
that's why
you have to think about some of the patterns, because
I have been
usually when you find somebody, even if they're still married, obviously there's something.
We like each other.
Exactly, but you never wanted to.
We did a lot of creative music
together.
If you
really disliked him or passionately hated him, like some people do when they divorce or split,
it wouldn't be this way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's the only husband I ever do that with.
Yeah, and that's fine. But you don't have to open. You disagree?
What are you saying?
I disagree only because I'm not trying to sound all holy moly or nothing, but when you go to the Lord for anything, He's bound to make a way. So if you're having a hard time paying your bills, He can definitely fix your marriage. What that's about is y'all two are on two different tracks, on two different levels. And really, it comes down to if y'all going to agree to sit here and get back on track. If not, then yes, you should divorce, because y'all done went two separate ways already. But if y'all both agree to stay on what y'all got married to, which was y'all two together and God, has nothing to do with your own selfishness, because otherwise we don't need marriage.
We really
definitely those are the best relationships.
We really don't need marriage.
Those are the best relationships and marriages that show the world an example on what we're capable of as humans, on really building a family and being a loving family. That's what it's all about. So if we miss that, then yes, you might as well. You shouldn't even marry.
You're right, but unfortunately, most marriages are not built with God in the center to keep
Very
them
true. That's why I said you shouldn't even marry. If it ain't built with God, you shouldn't marry, period. If it's built with just material, it's built with what you think your future should look like, all that, you better decease that the day that you think you're going to marry that man. Because you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested, whether it's health.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to going through the wedding, but I love the proposals and the big diamonds and the fun part of it. So keep them rolling in, keep them rolling in.
I like the romance. And when the romance is gone and you're on two different levels, there is no longer a marriage. I don't care if you got a piece of paper, because God don't care nothing about a piece of paper. He never gave you a piece of paper. You understand what I'm saying? He made us gods in the beginning. We didn't even have marriage in the beginning. Then He made us in a garden and made us a man. And then He gave you a wife. And then you became a god and you know right from wrong. You understand what I'm saying? And so you're God again. If a husband and wife decide they want to be swingers, God don't care. You know why? Because in the beginning, the gods came down, took the daughters of man, and took many wives as they wanted. God never killed them for it.
No, that's what a lot of. That's what a lot of.
No, that was because they raped the angels. They wanted to rape the angels. Read it.
Well, if that's the case, we should just.
That was a whole different story.
No, I didn't say her.
That's a whole
men
different story.
sometimes have 8, 7 women per house.
Solomon and Gomorrah. That's because they wanted to rape angels.
No,
that was the reason He destroyed that.
But sex is misused. Sex is supposed to be for reproduction, like the animals, just for reproduction. But we get all wild and have to.
Not for love.
No, it's for reproduction. That's what they're supposed to use it for. You never see animals just fornicate because it's hot and they're lonely and there's nothing on TV.
I agree, because that's what intimacy is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm
saying?
Not
just that.
There's never a hippo just jumped out of the water like, okay.
It's just like saying a woman's breast is made for a man. No, it's not.
Well, I done seen male animals. Yeah. I done seen male animals hump other male animals.
Well, they're accidentally
they was like,
confused.
oops, you ain't the right one. Right.
momentarily shooken up.
Yeah.
They didn't continue it once they seen it wasn't what they were supposed to do.
So the swinging part for married couples is out.
I haven't seen that.
It's
for
out.
real.
But why do men have to have variety packs of pussy throughout life? Simple.
Yes, answer that
I
question.
think part of that is because when I was growing up, I'm gonna tell you.
What about like right now? How you feel?
you
Take us back.
Thank you. Be for real. Be for real.
When I would see stuff on TV, the guys that impressed me the most was like Elvis Presley and James Bond. James Bond always had a different one. Sometimes more than one in the same movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go watching this stuff. You know, I'm saying Elvis Presley was like the coolest cat ever because every movie he got a different woman.
Thank you.
And I'm watching this stuff, and I'm watching real life how my mother and grandmother are struggling in their relationships. I'm like, man, I want to be single when I grow up. I want to have, I like to have a woman in every area code. I wanted that way back then. I was like, man, that's what I want. So I'm never gonna settle down. Never.
And then I
Somewhere
come.
I made-
Two women caught you.
Somewhere I made a
You
mistake.
hate that.
Somewhere
That's
like
what I'm
this,
saying.
mistake.
Two women got his
I
ass.
got off track.
For a
On a
second.
recording over Lily.
That snapback, pull him in.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't intend it. I didn't intend it.
But
I don't know why you got married. I didn't ask you.
yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
I don't remember asking you.
What do you
Ask you.
I don't remember asking
The
you.
story always changes 10, 15 years
I don't
later.
remember.
And I sure didn't ask you.
I was surprised.
I remember you coming to my house and never leaving.
Okay, I'll have to meet you up there.
I remember leaving several times.
Probably to go check the other variety packs.
Nah.
And he'd be
So,
back.
my question, Merv.
So it ain't like, he didn't know what he told. He
Right.
had plenty pussy. And then he gonna get mad because I was the older pussy that got him.
Because women can
She
find
don't
women
remember
can
stuff
find
like
one man that knows how to do everything, and even though he can't talk, he's not intellectual, he's not, this great family guy, he's just the bedroom guy, maintenance man, period. We don't have to go find a Mexican or a Puerto Rican or somebody else more exotic.
Somebody else at all.
Somebody more bigger. Yeah, no, he knows how to do everything.
And that's it. Ain't no need to continue looking.
Right.
What were you gonna ask me?
Because you did answer the question, but you said
And he
that's
was
how
honest about that one.
started. That's where it came
That's
from.
what Coptic
That
confession
image-
about
I'm just
ladies.
being honest.
That
You
image
gotta
came
confess.
from when you were a child.
When I've been married twice.
So now that you're a grown man and you've experienced plenty pussy and you've seen the James Bond and you've had that lifestyle and had a couple,
But when I was
you
married,
still feel that way?
but when I was married, I was faithful to my wife.
Right, but
Now,
do you still feel like you want and desire that James Bond area code type thing?
no. We got to be honest.
How do you feel and why do men want different pussy?
Because he
now?
started back
Now, I
playing.
can't speak for every man.
Merv,
Most men I
yourself.
knew, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Okay, that's
Tell the
Man,
truth. Tell the truth. Shame the
They
devil.
just dogs. We just dogs.
I know.
Yeah, tell the truth,
I
'cause-
ain't gonna lie.
Because your
Not
wife did not
every
do
man is like
anything
that,
to you.
But most men, yeah.
Can one
Most men-
satisfy?
So why are you just dogs? Like it has to something pinpoint something.
This really has to do with some kind of stupidity, I think. I'm just speaking for me. And I'm going to tell you because I used to be in a band. When you're in a band and you play
A
music,
rock band at that.
Yeah, well,
And I got a
anyway,
lady
but-
that wants to talk to you because she love rockers.
But women are available all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. And I was really the good one in the band because I was like, man, I would go, we go practice, go do what we do, and I go home. But everybody else ran the streets, And I saw it all the time growing up. I saw my grandfather do it. I saw him cheat from my grandmother. I saw it growing up. I just saw so much, being a man, being around men. And I was like, man, that's a bunch of bull. Because my first marriage, I didn't cheat on my wife. After we broke up, then I was single. I went back to the.
Well, one do you just fine. Now, if you had one pussy, would that do you fine for the rest of your life? Whether you was married or not married, can you handle just being with one pussy? Is the question.
I could handle that, but
No, ain't no but.
Is that something that
but they want to.
And I'm not saying that. I'm like him.
Yeah.
But they want to put up with me.
answer the question though?
when you
Is
find
one
someone
pussy
compatible.
good enough for you?
Yeah.
Would she have to be the whole
said yeah.
package? fuck
He
you into the
found
ground. Good.
What about the
confident,
Mexican the
sexy
lady that
girl,
you
or
found
can
that
she
didn't?
be
You say didn't fuck,
average?
but she was enough
your
for
age?
you.
Yeah, average.
That was
How is that?
on his
How is
level.
there somebody who don't fuck good but it's enough for you?
He
What
didn't
is
fuck her
that?
at all. They didn't fuck.
So
He
what
told me
does
they
a
never had
woman
sex.
possess that
She had it mentally.
Yeah,
for
mentally.
you?
Let me
What
tell you.
did that woman possess outside of her pussy that was so good that you just enjoyed all of her? I would like to know that so that
the
maybe
first-
I can work on it.
Besides her being
The first group of
Mexican.
friends, we had been friends for a long time.
Even when you was married to me.
Oh yeah.
She trying to get answers.
Yeah, but we were just friends.
Oh,
Okay, it started off as friends. Okay, what made you enjoy her without the pussy so much?
Like I said, just I guess she needed somebody at that time supporting. I guess I did. I ain't gonna say yeah, that's what happened. But my first wife, we I know her for a whole year, actually longer than that before we even became a couple. And I didn't have sex as a teenager, not when I masturbated a lot. As a teenager, I didn't have sex. I was lucky enough to have sex before I was a teenager.
and we'll be right back.
All right.
Coptic Confessions, godlili.
And by the time I was 12, I was through having sex.
Hear that, guys?
Found
See?
out and had that
Told
talk-
you I wasn't a bad
had that
one.
talk with me.
Wait, can we take